then SpaceX, the goal is, it's a big goal, but we want to try to make life multi-planetary, to extend life beyond Earth. And I think this is important for a number of reasons, but yeah, there's the sort of defensive reason of ensuring that the light of consciousness does not go out. And if I may, some of these questions, if I'm going on too long, you feel free to interrupt me. But
No, you can.
Okay,
you can be long.
Okay, so people do ask me, have I seen UFOs and aliens and that kind of thing, and I haven't, and I think I would have seen them by now. So it appears that we might be the only consciousness, at least in this galaxy, and if so, that's kind of a scary prospect, because it means that the light of consciousness is like a tiny candle in a vast darkness, and we should do everything we can to prevent that candle from going out. So, yeah. And so some of the things, so that means obviously taking the actions to ensure that Earth is good, that Earth is safe and secure for civilization. And I think it also means extending life beyond Earth to other planets in the solar system and ultimately to other star systems. And I think that's both a sort of defense of the light of consciousness and also I think a point of inspiration, because life cannot just be about solving one problem after another. We need things that inspire us. I mean, we need things that move our heart, and that when you wake up in the morning, you're excited to be alive. And being a spacefaring civilization and making true the things that we see in the good science fiction movies, this is one of the things that I think can inspire all of humanity. Just like when the astronauts went to the moon in '69, it was something that, they said for all mankind, and it really was something. You say to any human on Earth, what's like the most amazing thing that humanity has ever done? At least one of those things would be, we went to the moon, and so you want to have these inspiring things that make you excited to be alive and excited about the future. Yeah.
And you had those thoughts and dreams when you were a kid, or this came much later on?
Well, I didn't think I would be doing these things as a kid, that's for sure. I was interested in technology, and I read a lot of books. So I was obviously interested in science. I mean, this is hardly going to be surprising. I was interested in science fiction and technology.
You have to tell the truth, because there is someone who is listening to you, huh?
Yeah, my mom's right there. She can call me out on this if it's not accurate. But so I guess the thing that was maybe most significant from a philosophical standpoint was that when I was about maybe 12 or 13, I had somewhat of an existential crisis, where I was like, what is the meaning of life? Is life just meaningless? Why are we here? What does it all mean? And I read a lot of books on religion and philosophy, and then ultimately, I read this book, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is great. And in that book is really a philosophy book that's disguised as humor. And the point that Douglas Adams makes is that the real difficulty is understanding what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe, and that that really we want to have. It's essentially it's like a philosophy of curiosity. Of saying, well, what can we do to find out more about the nature of the universe and the meaning of life? And so that's the sort of foundational element. And then from there you say, okay, well, if we want to find out the meaning of life, we have to expand the scope and scale of consciousness.